Hello, everyone. We're here today with our mama, Corazon Astorga, and we will just have a brief interview with her today. This is in celebration of her 97th birthday. So we are going to ask mama some questions, and she can answer either in English or Tagalog or Bisaya. However, you are comfortable with. Okay, mother?
Okay.
All right. First question, what can you share to us about your childhood back, let's say 90 years ago? So you were 7 years old. Go back 7 years old, back in Tolosa, Leyte, with your siblings, friends, family, mom and dad.
Okay. And first of all, when I was 7 years old, we we stayed for a while in our hometown, Tolosa. And then, because my parents were teachers, my mom and dad, they were teachers, and they were assigned to another town, a small town, but a very beautiful town in Leyte. So when I was 7 years old, I enrolled in grade one because that was the age for children to.
Look at you, you can remember all of that
And then,
when you were 7 years old. My goodness.
7 years old, and my mom was the grade one teacher, and my dad was a grade two teacher. And then when I was in grade one, it was my mom who was my teacher. And then when I was in grade two, it was my dad who was my teacher.
Did you have fun with your with your siblings, and who are your siblings?
Yeah, I had.
Who are your siblings?
I had that time. We were only three at that time. I had a brother and another sister.
What are their names?
My brother's name was Sinen, and then my sister Patricia.
And who is your youngest? You had one more baby coming out from your mama, and who was it? Who was the youngest in your family?
My mom was going back when my father died. My mom was pregnant.
Yes.
So this was a posthumous child.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So there were four in the family now. This time it was a Diana who was the youngest.
And do you have friends? Do you remember some friends when you were 7 years old back in Tolosa?
Oh, plenty. Because my parents were teachers. Siyempre, they were all, but every now and then they would get together, and sometimes we'll have a gathering in our house, and then we'll have much fun.
Okay, we're gonna move on now to your high school and college years. Do you have any memories outstanding for with your best friends? Maybe Imelda.
Yeah. When I was when the World War broke out and the World War II broke out, we were about to graduate sixth grade, and then because of the war, the schools were closed.
Oh.
But when it was reopened, we were we continued. We were already in the high school.
Oh, okay. So you have to stop.
Yeah,
You stop in.
Yeah, we stopped for 2 years because
So what was in high school? You were second year high school or third year?
No,
First year?
first year.
Okay. So that was when the World War II broke.
Yeah.
And
When the World War II broke out, I was in grade six, about to graduate that March. But when the Japanese landed, for 2 years the schools were closed.
Okay.
And then when it was reopened, the sixth graders were automatically enrolled first year high school.
Very good, Mama. You're so very good. You can still remember all of this. Any best friends? And I guess Imelda was your best friend or
Yeah.
one of the best friends in college, right? Not in high school.
Imelda,
Imelda Marcos, by the way, is was the first lady of the Philippines for about 25 years. And go ahead.
So, when in high school, first year, second year, third year, fourth year, we were under the school. There was a school in Tacloban, exclusively for girls, and it was run by the Benedictine sisters.
What's the name?
Germans. So we were taught they were our teachers, and then they opened the school. They called it the Holy Infant Academy.
Very good. Okay, then. What about your single years? Like after college, like, with your friends? Where do you hang out? Do you have how do you have fun when you're in, during your single years? After college, for example, or during college, where do you go?
Yeah.
Do you have here, people, our kids right now, they have their own thing?
After we graduated in college, I got my Bachelor in Science degree, and then in education. So we went to the high school, our college years. It was so much fun, and it was even our classmates in high school.
Put it closer.
We as if we were automatically transferred to another school for our and then
Yeah, just talk in Tagalog or Bisaya, you're okay to talk in any way, whatever.
an hour for our and
Ano? College,
years.
okay. Ano man ang iyo, how do you, spend, like hang out? Where do you go? Do you have places to go or you just go school
Yeah.
and home? What was your thing, like fun thing to do?
Yeah, we go to dancing.
Oh, okay. So ballroom dancing.
And
Were there movie houses at that
yeah,
time?
very good movies. All the American, because that time the Philippines was under the American regime,
Mhm.
so all our movies were American movies.
Okay. So now let's go move on forward. How did you meet Papa?
When after college, I was I was teaching already.
Okay.
The Holy Infant Academy was very good to us because we were students there. So when we graduated college, we hired us for teachers also.
Ah, okay. So they hired you for teachers, and
So,
then you.
at one time, I was teacher in charge of the second year high school
Okay.
girls. So every time we had a beach party,
Mm-hmm.
they will hire a bus, and then the children will all go there too. At one time, my co-teacher in the first teaching in the first year said, "Cory, we do not ride in the bus. We have a special ride because the Monteros will bring us to the beach."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "No, but I have to be with my students." And then he said, no, you will ride with us. So I said, okay. So we went to I rode in their car,
Okay.
and then in that car, and I said, who is that car?
Who's that handsome guy?
The driver, and I think, the driver is Alex.
Ah.
Alex is the boyfriend of Lily,
Uh-huh.
another friend.
Another friend,
And
yes.
then said, how about the other one? The other one is
Tommy.
Tony,
Tony.
the brother of Alex.
Ah,
And
okay.
the other guy is Tom Astor.
Tom.
And then he said that he's my boyfriend. So I said, okay.
Oh, okay. So you were you like you had a crush on Papa already.
No.
No?
No. My friend was telling me.
Ah, okay.
Ping,
Okay.
he's my boyfriend.
Okay.
Then, okay. So we were in the beach, and then we were in the beach already.
Put the microphone closer to your mouth, Mom.
My co-teachers, Rose and other one said, Cory, look at that man. He's always looking at you since we arrived in this.
Wow. You were the crush pala of Papa dear.
I said,
Papa was so smitten with you.
who is the,
Because you were beautiful, you know, Mother. You were really beautiful during your
no, because that man is the boyfriend of Ping.
you thought that Papa was the boyfriend of Bing. And you were jealous? Were you jealous?
No, I didn't.
You were not jealous. Okay, now let's move. Do you remember when he proposed? Where did he propose? When or where? Do you remember where he proposed marriage to you?
Yeah, I was already teaching in the Holy Infant Academy.
Okay.
Mm.
And he just went there and in your teaching, where? Do you remember?
He was always visiting me, and then Ping was always, why is it that he is visiting you? He does not come to my house. I do not know.
So Ping really liked Papa.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't remember really at this point when he proposed to you? That's a long time ago. It's good.
He's proposing to me.
He's
but I
always-
said, no. I'm still teaching. I
He
like
was
my
also
job.
always proposing. Okay. What did you feel when you had your first baby boy? And that's our brother Butch.
You know, at that time, I didn't even know that I was pregnant. I was already pregnant.
Okay.
Say, okay. It's good.
Okay. And then you decided to have 6 children, right?
Yeah.
So where did you work? You already said that how did you manage work and family? And you were already, where did you live at that time? You lived in Real already?
Yeah, we were renting a place there. The first time we were renting the place of the Montejos, the
Okay.
big house there.
Which is now, by the way, Hotel Alejandro. So that was where
So-
Mama and the family actually lived for a while.
Because Tom was a boarder in that house.
Yeah.
And it's very close to the Montejos.
Okay.
So the owner decided we stay there for many years. And even until Rebecca was born, we were still in Monteo.
Okay. And then you built a house in Real Street in Tacloban City, and that's where I guess I was born there. Well, I was not born there, but I was a baby at that time that was brought in there. So how is your heart now, 20 years after Papa left? How is your heart? How do you feel right now? Where is your heart right now? Heart. Because I know you love Papa so dearly, you know?
Well,
When Papa left 20 years ago,
I pray for him every single day.
Do you miss him?
Yeah,
do you miss him?
of course. Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. And what would have been different if Papa was here at this time, like with you at 97, and he's probably like 98 or 99 right now? Both of you would have been together if Papa was here. Where would you have gone? Somewhere together. Where would have you taken Papa?
I don't know. Maybe we would have been in the Philippines.
Okay.
We're not
So if
living-
Papa was alive at this time, you would have gone back to the Philippines, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. Okay.
I think we'll be there in the Philippines.
So you lived 9 decades, Mama.
Hmm?
9 decades, almost 10 decades already. What is your best memory in the last 9 decades? Best memory.
We're living here in Canada with all my children here. That's the best thing that will happen to me because I'm not worried anymore if somebody's like my other friends. They envy me and said, Corey, because you are very lucky. Your children are all of them are just in one place. Mine, they're in Canada or in America. The other one is in there. Then other places. We don't get to see each other for many for
Many,
a long
many years.
time.
What are your regrets? Do you have any regrets, Mother? Regrets in life?
Now my request is to
Regrets.
oh, regrets.
Yes. May da ka ba mga regrets? Mga
No regrets.
no regrets?
It only brings wrinkles.
Oh, okay. That's good. What are your wishes and dreams for your children?
That they live a life that is godly and they live comfortably and financially stable with their families
For your grandchildren?
and grandchildren too.
The same thing? Great grandchildren?
Great, they're still small.
Okay. So, what is your wish for yourself as we celebrate your 97th birthday? For yourself, Mama.
That I will do.
Sige.
I don't have many
Wishes for yourself?
For myself,
Okay.
live a life comfortable, and I'm so happy to be with my children who are so good, caring, and loving, and concerned for my health. It's a good thing.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Where do you still want to travel anywhere? Would you, if you are able to be to if the doctor allow you to travel, where would you like to go? What is one of your bucket list?
I want to see Our Lady of Lourdes in France.
In France. Okay, well, it will happen. You're still strong. You're 97, but you're strong. We're going for 100, Mother.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you so much for this time. And is there anything else you want to say to everyone who will be listening to this, who will see you on your on this?
I have no. Most of my friends are already in heaven,
And
they're
and you're so lucky that you're still here with us, strong, healthy.
One time I said to Imelda, we are the only ones living now. All our friends are gone.
Yes, but you're here to stay for more years to come. Okay, thank you everyone. I hope this gives you a little bit insight to our beautiful mama here, Corazon Astorga. I love you guys and take care.